Good morning. Unfortunately, my Spanish is not so good, so I will speak in English. I've been asked, I'm Charles Nepote from Fing, one of the partner of Homer, and I've been asked to introduce this session about good practices about open data. I think there is two parts of this question. The first part, the internal, what I call the internal side. What are the good practices to involve public agents in those projects? I think that's the first very important questions. Because open data projects are different from classical projects. Because public actors are facing new problematics such as open innovations, results which that are not given at the beginning of the project, learning to uncontrol their data. And learning to uncontrol the data, for example, is one of the most, I think, the hardest thing to understand for public actors. And then there is the external side. That the question is how to ease the reuse of data. That question is also very interesting because the publication of the data in itself doesn't make sense. They have to be reused. So a little advertising. That will be one of the main topic of the next conference, the Open Data Week in Marseille, by the Homer project. And so if you want to register, don't be late. Okay. I will also focus on two projects which I think are very important about good practices. The first one is very concrete. It's the Upquest project. It's, I don't know the term in English, a referential. I don't know if it's correct. It's 72 good practices written for data publishers. And they talk about topics such as animation, API, applications, metadata, versions, and so on. Just one example, the number 69. The metadata catalog is available as a dataset. That is a good practice. There is 72 practices, and I think it's important for everyone to read these good practices. They are very concrete. Some of them are coming to the Homer project, some not, and I think it's very interesting. This document is in CC by SA license, so you can reuse it free, of course. And the second one is the Open Data Handbook made by the Open Knowledge Foundation. We have the pleasure to have Christian Willem from the OKFN. He will talk maybe a little bit about it after, okay? And so this book introduces you to the legal, social, and technical aspects of open data, and also deals with a little bit with animations. And there are many good practices because of the skills of the Open Knowledge Foundation, which deals with many open data projects in Europe. So just now we are facing 4 presentations. The first one from Senor Francisco Cáceres from Rediam, which is about a network for environmental information in Andalusia. Then we'll heard about Senora Ángeles Rincón, it's all right, which is the Director General of New Technologies Department, and which talk about open data in Aragon region. And then Christian Willem for the Open Knowledge Foundation. Christian, if you can say also a little bit about open data in Denmark, because you come from Denmark, and we all know each other in the south of Europe now, in Homer, but if you can tell a little bit about open data in the north of Europe, I think it will be interesting also. And then open cultural data in Emilia-Romagna from Signora Francesca Ricci, and with very interesting projects, I guess, about mutualization of data between archives in a linked open data format. Okay, thank you very much. And if Mr. Francisco Cáceres wants to come, thank you.